Welcome back to It's Just a Conversation. I am your host, KB. This is the show where we have genuine conversations, promote growth, and have fun at the same time. Today, I'm going to be hitting on an interesting topic, something that I am experiencing, something that I'm going through myself. So it's going to be real, relatable. If you're very sensitive, if you're not looking to experience any growth in your life, just go ahead and go to the next video because this one ain't going to be for you. I'm just being 100. You feel me? Today I'm going to be hitting on leveling up, going to that next level. You feel me? Really digging deep, really, making sacrifices to get to where you want to be in life. And it's something that I'm going through right now. Like I'm focusing on leveling up in finances, relationships, friendships, emotionally, mentally, in all areas. It's time to level up. It's time to stop playing yourself small. You feel me? It's greatness within you, but you let certain things stop you. You let certain things hold you back. All these false narratives that you're drawing in your head on why you can't do nothing or why you can't get to this next level. You letting the thought of what others is going to think hold you back. You feel me? And if this message is not for you, then you ain't got to take it like that. I'm just saying, I'm mirroring, speaking to self, and I'm looking to help others. You feel me? So if this not the video for you, if you're sensitive, go ahead and click off now because the conversation only going to get deeper. I'm going to give you a story about me, man, where I had to finally just see like, bro, it's time to level up. My whole life, I've been hitting levels and not being satisfied. So I'm very familiar with that. Like I can get into some, I can make the money, I can get what I was looking to get out of it and be like, man, it's just so much more to be done. It's so much more that I know I can have. You feel me? And I find myself every time looking for another way to get more. You feel me? But that's on the end of chasing the money and doing all that. I had to level up with finding my passion and finding my purpose. Yeah, I'm good at leveling up and making more money, going to, find another job or going to find another skill. But that wasn't fulfilling to me. My true level up was getting to this point, getting to where I can sit down and make my content, do something that I truly have a passion for. You feel me? I had to level up. And with that, I had to level up in my friendship, in the friendship area. A lot of us, we hanging around people or hanging with people who ain't conducive to our growth at all. You feel me? We only attach to this person because we have something in common. We have a habit in common. A lot of people have friends just because they drug friends or they party friends. You feel me? And that's not going to help you get to that next level, especially if you somebody who wants some out of life. You got to constantly be making what's the word I'm looking for? Assessment. You got to constantly be doing an assessment of yourself to make sure that, you on track with your goals. You on track with the things that you want. A lot of people be stuck in the last chapter of their life when you should have been in the next chapter. You should have been in the next chapter, but you done got so comfortable with this chapter right here. You refuse to move. You let all these things hold you back. And it's only going to hurt you in the end. We got to keep going. You got to level up. You got to dig deep. You got to find that why. Like, what are you doing it for? And it got to be bigger than the money. Yeah, the money cool. Yeah, we need the money. because the money gonna allow us the freedom. It's gonna give us that time freedom, that personal freedom. It's gonna give us that ability to help others. So yeah, I'd be lying if I say I wasn't doing it for the money, but it's bigger than that. My why is bigger than that. I gotta retire moms. I gotta retire pops. I gotta make sure my nieces and nephews, they straight. I gotta make sure, you feel me, my cousins and all that stuff. I gotta, when somebody call on me, this how I'm looking at it. When somebody call on me, I want to be able to help them. You feel me? I want to be in a position to give. And I can't do that if I don't level up. And that's something I had to realize. Like, bro, you worried about you not putting your content out because of what? Because of what? You not ready? You don't look a certain way? You worried about what other people gonna think? And some people, you know, it's a lot of us that want to do something, but those are the things that's holding us back. And I'm here to let you know, man. You already know what anybody else think, bro. Forget what anybody else think, because that's not gonna get you to where you want to be. You can spend all these years thinking about, man, what this person gonna say or what that person gonna say, and that's just holding you back. Everybody, people around you succeeding, you looking like, how, you feel me? Why not me? Because you worried about what somebody else think. And I found myself in that for a moment, and I just got to a point like, bro, I'm gonna drop this content. I'm gonna put it out because I don't know what I'm holding back. I may have a message that somebody need to hear. I may have a message that may spark that fire in somebody to get them going, to get them moving. I just have a passion for doing this. And I was blocking out that passion, not walking in my purpose because of those things. So I'm just letting you know, man, it's time to level up. It's time to take this shit serious. It's time to take it to the next level. You saying you want these things out of life, what you willing to sacrifice, what you willing to give up. And that's something else that I face. I had to give up, being 100, I had to give up smoking weed. I had to give it up. Today makes almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks of no weed. And if you go back on my channel and you look at the last video that I made regard of trucking, that was like, I want to say a year ago or something. Ever since then, up until now, I've stopped after that video. The next video that I made after that, I was done smoking, right? Everything I did up to now, that's the amount of work I've been able to get done. And I ain't put a blunt in my mouth. You feel me? All these ideas that I'm getting, the opportunities that I'm receiving, you feel me? I believe it's all off making that sacrifice. All this work I've been able to do, going out and interviewing people and getting the videos edited to put out on the YouTube. You feel me? Just all of that coming because I got tired of it. I had to level up. Yeah, you making money. You ain't got to do no drug test. You ain't got to do all this stuff for no job. I used to think that's what I wanted. Like I wanted to lead the fire department because of that reason. Like at first I want to make more money, but I want to be able to smoke my weed too. I used to think that was life, and it was just like, bro, you made X amount of money in this time, more money than I ever made before. I kid you not, I used to think money is gonna solve this feeling. It's gonna solve this feeling, and it ain't. That feeling of wanting more, we be thinking, damn, money, if I just make a little bit more money, it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna feel better, and it ain't that, bro. You gotta level all the way the fuck up because there's so much greatness that's inside of you. You gotta be aware of the things that's holding you back. Like I said, you gotta make an assessment of self and be real with self. You got to, because if you don't, you're gonna regret it later. And I refuse to regret my life. I gotta see that. I gotta know that, hey man, I gave this everything I had. You feel me? That's with putting out videos, and okay, they may not get the views that you're looking for at the moment. Okay, I'm getting better. I'm in the growing stages. It was a moment where I couldn't even sit down like this and hold no conversation, looking at no camera, man, I felt crazy. Get to 2 minutes and be like, bro, well, I try again tomorrow. I do it again tomorrow, and then tomorrow lead to next week. I had this podcast equipment for almost 5 months before I even hooked it up, to go through that process of trying to start and being like, man, this ain't for me. I'm finna go hit the weed and go think about it. Think about what else to do. Think about another concept. And then one day I just got fed up. Like, bro, it's time to level up, man. It's time to take this shit to the next level. All these people around you, some of these, you feel me? You seeing what, when people don't want to level up in life, you seeing the results of that. You seeing the results of people really hating their jobs and not want to do what they do because they feel like they you know, they have to do that. They refuse, they've accepted where they are in life instead of just keeping it real and just being like, man, you know what? This ain't for me. It's time for me to goddamn level up. It's time for me to, you know, do an assessment of myself, know what I really want out this life, and do what you need to do. Level up. What you going, and you got to sacrifice something. A lot of us don't want to sacrifice. It's a lot of people who do not want to sacrifice. You don't want to sacrifice time. You don't want to sacrifice money. You don't want to sacrifice your friends. You don't want to sacrifice that habit. You got to let it go, man. You got to let it go. It's only going to cause you the same results. And doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is fucking insanity. That's insanity. You keep coming up with these same fucking excuses on why you can't do it. And you ain't thought one time on how you can do it. This right here, this me shooting this episode, me doing this solo dolo like this, like this is a level up. This is my first episode that I'm gonna be putting out by myself. You feel me? I don't take losses. It's only a learning experience. If somebody get on here and say, "Oh, bro, that shit was whack," or "it was lame," or whatever, you could have did this better, or whatever, it's a learning experience, man. It's learning. You gonna only get better, but you can't let that stop you. When you want to do something, and when you first start out, it ain't gonna be the best. It ain't gonna be the best, bro, and that's just real. How you expect to start something and it's just golden? The first one just golden. Nah, dog, that's a fairy tale right there. You gotta work, man. You gotta consistently put in the grind. Leveling up ain't easy. It ain't easy to level up. You gotta step outside your comfort zone. You gotta step outside your box. You gotta step outside that mentality that you have. You gotta get off around people who don't see the positives in things, and they always telling you, you know, why you can't do this or why you ain't gonna be able to do this. You feel me? When people laughing at you, they really laughing at themselves. You got to have the confidence that it take. You got to. You got to be so locked in and so focused. I was talking to a millionaire and just asked him, like, you know, how you get here, how you do it. And it's focusing, bro. You got to focus. All these distractions. It's so many distractions in the world today. Everybody got something to say. You feel me? Everybody, you know, and not saying that with everybody having something to say, it's all BS, but a lot of it is just talk. They just selling you something, bro. You got to focus. You got to get off the Instagrams. You got to, you know, stop worrying about chasing the women. You have to focus in order to get to where you want to be in life. It's going to require that, and it's going to require work. It's going to require work. I remember I said last year, like, bro, I want to have, you know, I want my YouTube channel to be banging. I want to have all these subscribers. I want to do this. I want to do that. I started out good. And I dropped the fucking ball. I dropped the ball, and I was, you know, just thinking like, bro, where would I have been if I would have just kept going? You know? Like, where would I be now if I would just keep going? That's why it ain't nothing that's gonna stop me. I'm gonna drop. It's my goal to, you know, give y'all something every day, either an interview, a reaction video, or me just sitting down having these, you know, real conversations. I must be heard. Like my voice must be heard. My opinion must be heard because I'm not feeding the people no BS. I'm only trying to bring, like I said, man, genuine conversations that promote growth and have fun at the same time. Like that's what I'm all about. I'm always looking to hit that next level. Like it's time to go up. But this level right here, this bigger than anything that I've ever, tackled. Like the visions that I'm having now, the goals that I have now they so mature. I used to have immature goals. Like you wanna make more money. Okay, cool. But then you want to be able to smoke weed and do all that. Like I really used to think that. I really used to think that would be an amazing life if I can make X amount of money a year and, you feel me, be able to smoke my weed. And I know it may seem like I'm talking and, I've hit on this point again, but it's just like this how I'm feeling. Like I got to tell you because somebody else may be going through this. And like I said, this may not be for everybody. You may be at a point where you're able to sacrifice stuff and get to that next level with no problem. That's cool. That's great. But it's a lot of people out there who behind, man. They behind. They looking for a way. They don't understand why they getting this feeling of unsatisfaction. It's time to level up, man. It's time to do that self-assessment. It's time to see, what my why is. And like I said, that why got to be bigger than money. Tying it back into what I just said, I used to think that money was it. That's what I was looking for. And being able to do what I want, which was smoking my weed, which led me from the fire department to, doing the trucking business experience and everything that I experienced with that to jumping into another career or skill, I would say skill set, where I made over $140,000 in 10 months. And that's no cap. 140 in 10 months, and I was able to smoke all the weed in the world that I wanted to, you feel me? But I still wasn't fulfilled. Still wasn't fulfilled. So I had to go back and do that self-assessment, reevaluate, and know, like, bro, what you doing is only going to keep you on that level. Yeah, you'll be able to blow all the tree that you want. You can make this kind of money, but this ain't going to get you rich. You feel me? You going to make good money, but this ain't going to get you rich, dog. This ain't going to retire your mama. This ain't going to retire your daddy. This ain't going to, make sure your nieces and nephews, them are set up and you're able to give them opportunities. This ain't going to do that, bro. This ain't going to do that. What you doing now, working for somebody else, that ain't going to do that. You got to level up, Kevious. You got to level all the way up, dog. And that's just me being real with myself. And a part of me leveling up is putting out this content, working on, my businesses that I have outside of me doing this. It's just time to get serious and around, all levels of life. I got to level up. I ain't perfect. I got to level up my emotional side. You gotta level up. I'm pretty good, but it's a lot of us. It's a lot of people out there. What I would say, you feel me? They got to level up in that area. You get angry and you don't know how to deal with your anger. You got to level it up, especially if you want to go somewhere. You can't be getting mad. You gotta be emotionally intelligent. Especially if you want to, you want some out of life. It's a lot of people that's gonna offend you on the way, to where you going. But if you're not emotional intelligent enough and you just spazzing out, you're going to ruin your opportunity. So we got to level up in that too. We got to level up in relationships. Why you keep getting the same results in your relationships? Why you keep getting the same results in your friendships? It's time to level up, man. It's time to keep going. You should never, each day that you wake up, you get a chance. He giving you a chance. He giving you a chance to level up. He giving you a chance to keep going. God want what's great for you. Now, I ain't never seen him just, you want to be somewhere and he just throwing it to you out the sky and then you automatically there. It don't work like that. You got to be ready and willing to put in that work. If you ain't ready to put in that work, man, you ain't going to level up. If you constantly constantly worrying about what others going to say about you, you ain't ready to level up. If you still, want to mess with people and mess with friends who not conducive to your growth, you can't make no money with these niggas. You can't call these people to make no money move to get you to the next level. You got to level up. You got to level up your surroundings. Get around people with the same mentality as you. Stop making excuses for things and people. Stop making excuses for yourself. You got to level up. Like that's the message that I'm getting to relay to my people. You feel me? It's a message, and if we connecting on this message, you my people. You feeling a certain type of way. Like, man, he right. Like, it is time for me to level up. It is time for me to take myself serious and take what I want in life serious. Because ain't nothing gonna be given to you. If you ain't on something to be given to you, you might well go ahead and go stand in the line with the homeless people, dog. You might as well. You looking for a handout. You looking for a handout, man, and that don't happen. The world don't owe you nothing, and they ain't gonna give you nothing. And it's sad that a lot of older people got to be told that, ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, and don't nobody owe you nothing. You got to dig deep in yourself. You got to dig deep in yourself to level up, dog. What you want out of this life. You fine? You cool with you cool with your little 9 to 5? You cool with your job? You don't want nothing outside of that? And if that's you, then that's cool. To each his own. But I'm talking to the people, who really want something, who really want to leave an impact, who really want to leave something to give down to their children's children. Those are the people that I'm talking to. Those are the people that I want to connect with. If you ain't trying to do that, then you ain't my people. You ain't my kind. And it is what it is. Everybody wants something different out this life. But for those who really want to leave a mark, who really want to be that guy, who family look up to, who friends look up to, you got to level up. You got to step outside your comfort zone. The lifestyle, I heard Jesus say that, man, the lifestyle that you want is on the other side of your comfort zone. We operating in, I found myself doing the same thing at one point in time, just operating in the norms of life. Oh, I'm cool. I'm making good money. I'm able to do what I want to do outside of work and all that. And I'm cool. Yeah, it got me some things. It got me some trinkets, and, it pumped the savings account up, but that ain't enough, man. I can't believe sometimes I be hitting goals and getting to places in my life and be like, bro, I can't believe I used to just want this. This all I wanted. This all I wanted right here. Now that I have it, it's just like, bro, I'm more than this. I'm more than this. I can do more than this. My dreams are bigger than this. You feel me? I'm trying to the things that I'm trying to do. I can't even explain it. It's so big. It's so big. And my homie was telling me he went to a Dave Chappelle concert, and it just confirmed everything for me. He say Dave was talking about, you got to have the biggest dream in the room. The biggest dream in the room wins. Those were the words. The biggest dream in the room wins. So ever since he told me that, man, it just like, man, I done started dropping my content consistently. I don't care what nobody think. You either rocking with me or you ain't. You feel me? I ain't doing this for nobody. I'm doing this for the people who it's for. It may not be for my friends. It may not be for my family. It may be for somebody out there who checking out this video and who still looking at this video and they like, man, you know what? I needed that message. This for you. I can't worry about, and this is a part of having, emotionally intelligent, you know, all my messages ain't gonna connect. They not gonna connect with everybody. I'm not looking forward to do that. Everybody not gonna like me. Everybody not gonna like my message. Everybody not gonna like how I deliver these messages. But guess what? That's cool. It's for me. It's for God, and it's for the people that it affect. It's for the people that who can resonate with it. So this is all a part of my level up. And I appreciate you all for being a part of it. So if you in a place right now, if you let anything hold you back, the thoughts of others or what other people think, any excuse that you coming up with on why you can't do something, or I gotta pay this bill, or I gotta do this. I'm not really in a position to be doing that, and all this. Hey man, you gotta have faith of a mustard seed. That's all it takes. If you believe in the big man upstairs, that's all you need. You need to have faith of a mustard seed, and you're gonna be able to get there, man. You got to believe in yourself. It ain't nothing on this earth that you can't have. It ain't nothing. If you want to be anything, and they say stop telling people that because that ain't true, man. I don't believe that, bro. I believe if you put in the work, if you do what you need to do, if you stay consistent, if you block out all the BS and you focus, you're going to get to where you're going. I believe it. I believe it for myself, so I believe it for you. I'm you. I ain't no better than nobody out there who checking this out. If I can do it, if I can sit here and go on almost for 30 minutes when I couldn't even do it for 2 to 3 minutes a couple weeks ago, man, hey man, you gotta do what you need to do, dog. And I believe in the people, especially if you rocking with me, man. I believe in you, man. I believe in you. Cause we connecting. I ain't connecting with nobody who I'm supposed to be connecting with. You ain't still looking at this video if we ain't connecting. If we ain't got no type of connection. Yeah, I ain't gotta know you. We ain't never had to meet before. But if we connecting, you my kind. And I believe in my kind because I'm you and you me. So if I'm leveling up everything around me. So should you. You should be leveling up everything around you. Yeah, I'm leveling up finances, relationships, how I move, how I treat others. I'm leveling everything up because it's time to hit that next level. It's time to shoot. I aim for the stars, shoot for the moon. I'm tired of playing small. I just want to go up a little bit. I just want to no. It's time to take the whole pie. I want the whole nigga pie. I'm sorry. I want the whole nigga pie. I don't want half of it. I don't want a quarter of it. I don't want a third of it. I want the whole pie because it's out there and it's mine. It's mine to have. And it's yours to have. So with that being said, man, let's level up. I appreciate you all. I truly do. Anybody who done rock with me throughout this video, this the first, the first time with me sitting down and doing a whole, segment of conversation by myself. You feel me? This was a level up for me. This is gonna, build me. This is gonna, help me grow. Let me learn from mistakes or whatever. But it's only gonna build me to get even better. This is helping me continue to walk into my purpose and my passion. I'm not gonna let the fact I'm glad I ain't let the fact of me having somebody to sit down with today, or not really finding nothing worthy of reacting to, hold me back. Nah, man, these people got to receive this content, and I'm glad today, like y'all, I hope I left a message on y'all that can move you, that can help you. You feel me? It's time to level up, dog. So let's do it.